It was the dream that every Spurs fan had always dreamed. Now it was reality. The San Antonio Spurs were in the NBA Finals. Their opponents, the surging New York Knickerbockers, featuring Latrell Sprewell. The ultimate Spurs party was on.
The atmosphere was electric. The anticipation intense. And the Game 1 nerves took their toll on the Spurs early. Allen Houston and Latrell Sprewell got the Knicks running and gunning in the first quarter. New York scored 27 points in the period, and they led by 6 at the end of the first.
The first quarter is way too early to get too excited about anything, whether you're up or down. The NBA game is forever, and that's just not a time to get too excited about anything.
But the Spurs got it going in the second. The big guys got aggressive. Tim putting it on the floor, and he gets the leaner to fall. And Jaren Jackson began what would be a huge night for him with this three-pointer. And then the game would turn late in the second quarter. The Spurs on a 14-2 run. David finds Tim for the easy layup. Then off the break, it's AJ to Antonio Daniels, and the Spurs went into the locker room up by 8 points. The second half then belonged to Duncan. With his friends from the Virgin Islands watching, TD was unstoppable, leading the Spurs to a 10-point lead. Jaren Jackson was just as impressive, throwing in a wild three-pointer to keep the Spurs up by 9. And then he also delivered the knockout punch later in the fourth. What started as an ugly beginning turned into a fantastic finish for Spurs and their fans.
It's tough for them just because they are hurt, but they're a very physical team, and those guys can do a job on us on any given night. So we're just going to have to keep playing hard through it, and even when they beat us up, we're going to find ways to get it done.
Game 1 was under the Spurs' belt, and with that win, nervousness gave way to optimism.
When will they ever learn? All the pretty boys out here, they want to go in there and throw one down on the big guys. That is not going to happen here. Allen Houston, ill-advised shooting. Latrell Sprewell trying to get to the hoop. Nothing's working there. And then when Larry Johnson double pump, David Robinson sends it all right back.
While the Knicks were trying to turn the series around as Game 2 began, the Spurs were primed to turn out the lights on their chances. The early momentum belonged to San Antonio. Hard-driving basketball that has them eyeing their 12th consecutive win. The Knicks' effort was there, but the breaks for them were not.
It was sort of a strange game in the beginning, but you guys showed so much poise and concentration coming back in the second half.
Yeah, you know, it was ugly. When you got two defensive teams like that, you might end up shooting 20 and 30%, but the defense really kept us in there tonight, man. It was ugly. We couldn't get in the basket, but we made some great plays defensively.
And you yourself have made some great plays. You seem to do whatever is needed on this team for them to win.
I've really had to adjust to that all year, and the guys know that they get a big spark off of me when I can get a steal or a block, and so I really take a lot of pride in doing that for this guy.
All right, congratulations, David. We will see you next time.
All right.
Game 2 would be the last game played in the Alamo Dome this season. It was only appropriate that the crowd of 39,514 went home happy. It was time now to head to the Big Apple and settle the score.
New York is everything they say, and no place that I'd rather be. Where else can you do 500,000 things, all at 2:45? When they play their music,
it was not the same Spurs team we're used to seeing. The Knicks and their crowd seemed to throw the good guys completely off track.
Mariolette juggles it out of bounds.
I think it was just a little bit of a lapse, and we can't afford those type of lapses. Our strength has been that we played 48 minutes of basketball and make the other team beat us, and we did not play 48 minutes of basketball tonight.
Allen Houston went for the kill. His 34 points lifted the Knicks to the 89-81 Game 3 win.
Yeah, Allen's a pain in the neck. He's a heck of a player. He did a great job tonight.
Hope to be a pain in the neck and unstoppable. And that's, if I'm not, that's how I think. And sometimes you're going to have good nights, and I just want to be consistent.
We're in for a dogfight. This is no sweep. This is the NBA Finals, and that's what people paying their money to see, and they're going to get a good show.
It was a fantastic run. 12 consecutive wins during the course of a single playoff year, a new NBA record. The Knicks were appropriately the toughest matchup for the Spurs during the course of the postseason. And now, after absorbing this loss, it was time for the Spurs to rebound. David Robinson said his team always responded to a loss. It was now time for this team to shine one more time.
The Knicks wanted to drop the Spurs in Game 4, so they called on their heavyweight Allen Houston. The star of Game 3 came out punching. It was a 1-2 combination with the aggressive style of Latrell Sprewell, giving the Spurs a good fight. But Tim Duncan knows how to throw his share of counterpunches. Early in the third, the Spurs landed a flurry and went up 13.
We've been a very good team down the stretch throughout the season. I think we've developed that through experience.
This is something that you always welcome as a competitor, as an athlete. We're not hanging our heads down. We're looking forward to the challenge.
That's been the supporting cast for David Robinson and Tim Duncan tonight. Robinson and Duncan with 29, but Mario Elie and Malik Rose off the miss from Jaren Jackson. Sean Elliott with a spot-up jump shot. These guys have been terrific tonight.
I try not to think about it too much because we still got a lot of work to do, but, each game, I was thinking we're 4 games away, we're 3 games away, we're 2 games away, we're 1 game away. You get a little bit more excited, and, it's nice. It's nice. Right now, like I said, I try not to get myself too worked up because it's like, it's still not done.
It's a one-game thing. Just want to knock them out.
The nervous tension that was in the air prior to that first playoff game versus Minnesota was also apparent before Game 5. This could be it. This could be the night of nights. Friday, June the 25th, was indeed the night of nights.
It's only fitting that the smallest guy on the team would hit the biggest shot of the NBA Finals.
I have heard so many people tell me we can't win a championship with Avery as our point guard. And, I'm sure Avery's heard just as many people say that they can't win a championship with me at center. So it's satisfying.
I kind of passed up the one before, but Dave got a good look at the basket. But I didn't want to pass up the next one.
With the Spurs trailing 77-76, the Knicks made the mistake many other teams have made in the playoffs. They left Avery Johnson wide open. And the little general made them pay big with the baseline shot with only 47 seconds left.
You got to know you're going to shoot it. Don't hesitate. Just shoot it, let it go, and get to the spots where you like to operate. And I got right there within 18 feet, which is where I like to operate, and it felt good.
It's open, lobs to the goal, caught by Sprewell. Sprewell turns, shoots at the buzzer, and the pride of the great Lone Star State, the San Antonio Spurs, are NBA champions as Sprewell misses the shot, and the Spurs have wrapped it up. In 5 games, the San Antonio Spurs have won the NBA championship. They are the first ABA team to win an NBA crown, and they have done it.
This is just unbelievable.
It's been a long time coming.
It's awesome.
Do believe, correct me if I'm wrong, we are the NBA champions.
It's just a long season, a long 10 years, and just to get that championship it's awesome.
Look at Dave and how he embraced the trophy all his years working, and look at Sean, and look at AJ, and Mario. He's like a seasoned pro at this, but it's just very gratifying.
It's incredible. We're having so much fun here. It's been a long haul, and people have been working so hard, and it's just great to get it done.
Congratulations on winning the title. I was giving you a high five.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I tell you, it's been a long journey. 10 years in the league, and I thought it was important to me till I got back to San Antonio, and there's 300,000 people in the stands. Yeah. They've been waiting 26 years, so they were happy.
That's great.
The San Antonio Spurs franchise has had many, many great moments, and there will be more to come. But the fiesta that was the 1999 championship season will last forever.
Enjoy it. Enjoy your championship, San Antonio. You're number 1. Enjoy it, baby. Enjoy it.